Put simply, e-moto cargo is about increasing the usefulness of a motorcycle. By adding the capacity to carry cargo, we can expand upon the benefits of single-track vehicles. This project focuses on a few key areas: the context of the Greater Melbourne area, the target users of couriers, delivery companies and trades, and the technology of electrically powered vehicles. Despite this focused approach, I want to keep the scope of this project as open as possible. The end goal is a design that is easily adaptable to suit many people and places. The global demand for delivered goods is only increasing, and Melbourne's population is set to almost double to 7.7 million by 2050. More people and more delivered goods. Despite the urban sprawl, Melbourne is becoming crowded, not in our homes, but on our roads. Congestion and transport are huge talking points for the future of Melbourne and how it tackles its growing population. We can keep increasing infrastructure and continue travelling the same way we do now, or we can shift our thinking and utilise vehicles with smaller footprints to more efficiently move ourselves and goods around. Expectations for faster delivery times are also increasing as we see express and on-demand delivery options increasingly gain popularity. Add to this our need to move away from fossil fuels, and electric drivetrain is a way to further reduce the impacts of transporting ourselves and goods around. Taking all this into account is what prompted me to search for a solution that improves the usefulness of motorcycles and allows for faster and more efficient transporting of goods. I'm looking into how e-moto cargo might be used by couriers, delivery companies and call-out tradesmen. They are at the extreme end of the scope in terms of moving goods with a motorcycle. I'm doing this specifically because it still allows users further down the scope to utilise the end result. This has already been proven in the field of cargo bicycles. They are designed for couriers but bought and used by a huge range of people for varying purposes. Couriers deal with the day-to-day moving of mail and goods, typically between businesses. E-moto cargo would focus on moving larger items, both within the CBD and the inner suburbs of the Greater Melbourne area. E-moto cargo can be implemented into many distribution and delivery companies. By having a centralised distribution hub and smaller, cheaper, quicker delivery vehicles, the company can provide their customers with faster delivery. This increases the company's efficiency of delivery and saves them money, while at the same time providing a better service to the customer. There is an opportunity for businesses who utilise e-moto cargo couriers or deliveries to help both parties. As rapid charging technology develops, businesses can offer on-site charge stations for the courier to top up their batteries as they deliver or collect goods. In return for the charge stations, the courier company can offer a discount or rebate on their services. This will also help the business's brand image as they are actively involved in greener future technology. Often a call-out tradesman will carry around a specific set of tools, arrive at the job site to assess the situation, work out what supplies, parts or materials they need, go to the hardware store to purchase those supplies, and then arrive back at the site to finish the job. Their tools can be stored in a large toolbox and the supplies needed are usually of a manageable size. E-moto cargo can be the ute replacement tradies didn't know they needed. I was able to road test a bullet cargo bicycle for a day. This gave me the opportunity to understand the dynamics of a long wheelbase bike and to understand any problem areas that come with using a cargo bike. I found that riding is a different experience. It's not the same as a standard bike. There are quirks. However, once accustomed, I found the ride to be outstandingly good. Tie downs are really important. They must stay tight and they must hold the cargo firmly in place. They should also be versatile, allowing for different types of cargo. Slow speed manoeuvring can be tricky, as can moving the bike in tight spaces. The larger frame width gave me less confidence to overtake or squeeze through gaps. I found the centre stand to be difficult, and I also ran into the same old cycling problem of cars being unpredictable around cycling lanes. Having the bike also gave me the ability to test human factors and different possible riding positions. From this, I could work out usable dimensions. I was also able to explore the ingress and egress of both the rider and the cargo to understand what the process of using the bike might be like for a courier. As well as the bullet bike, I got the chance to ride a butcher bike, a three-wheeled tilting cargo bicycle with electric assist. A narrow three-wheeled vehicle is certainly something to consider for its improved low-speed stability. The riding dynamics were further different than the Bullet, but there are certain advantages to its design. I looked at existing designs and methods used for carrying cargo in the bicycle market. I was able to compare the strengths and weaknesses of each option to help understand what might apply best for my project. I then carried out the same market research in the motorcycle sector. I compared the riding positions of scooters, mopeds, standard motorcycles, electric motorcycles, touring bikes, maxi scooters, and three-wheeled options. I plan to road test motorcycles so I can truly understand the experience of riding. At the moment, my only experience is riding as the pillion passenger, but I should have my motorcycle learners in the very near future. I began by looking at the various cargo layouts. I photo mashed this together just to get an idea down and create a project direction. I looked at component layouts and then began conceptualizing. I decided upon the long john style as it keeps the cargo between the axles and low to the ground, which aids stability. I found myself moving towards a more traditional motorcycle style with a cargo extension. By breaking the front cargo area into two sections, the frame will be stronger and more rigid. The main defining components of an electric drivetrain are the motor, controller, and batteries. Ideally, e-Cargo Moto would have specs like those on the left. However, for a working prototype, lower specs are fine as a proof of concept. I decided upon 13-inch 130x70 maxi scooter tyres. They can have high load ratings and offer the best compromise between stability, ride comfort, size, and manoeuvrability. I came to realise that geometry like that of a moped or scooter would be more practical. A lower seat height ensures a rider can stand with flat feet to control the bike at slow speeds, and feet-forward pegs offer more comfort and low-speed confidence. The biggest realisation was to move the heavy batteries from the standard petrol tank position to below the cargo hold. This helps keep the centre of gravity low and centred. I looked into what cargo might be carried on the bike and decided that the largest item would be a mid-sized bar fridge. Using standard cargo items, I could work out how the cargo might fit together on the bike. The human factors, cargo requirements, and powertrain components are what help piece together a rough package. From there, I created a quick but accurate frame to get a better understanding of the bike. The front steering and suspension is a tricky area. The handlebars are separate from the front wheel, and this means a specialist steering system is needed. I'm comparing the possibilities of standard telescopic forks, trailing link forks, centre pivot steering, and centre hub steering. Within that, there's options of steering by linkages, cables, hydraulics, or by wire. There are compromises to be made with all options, but it's one of the most crucial aspects to the bike itself. Further design ideas are that of a kickstand, solid tie-down points, an onboard charger and rider storage unit under the seat, a large removable toolbox that can be positioned in the lower cargo hold, a stretch waterproof cover to keep cargo dry. For larger, heavier items, the frame may need to open to allow for easier loading, and a lightweight collapsible trolley could be mounted to the bike to help drop off deliveries.